Hello everybody, welcome to a first look at Northgard. This is a Viking, as if you haven't guessed by the music and those lovely warships in the distance there, take on real-time strategy. It's been in early access for, I think, a year, maybe a little bit more than that, and it was released a few months ago. And developers were kind enough to give me a press key to check out. And while I love the idea of Northgard, it has some very polarizing design elements that definitely make this a slower pace RTS. For those of you who are used to games like Age of Empires and of course StarCraft, this is probably going to feel like a glacier to you. But I wanted to take a look at it today. So, there is a main campaign which you can play the story with, that comes with different difficulties. But we're going to just create a brand new game here just to play against the AI, and we'll be able to at least show things off, or I will try to, without getting killed too much. But you choose from one of different clans. The clans determine bonuses, as you can see down there, as well as they may have a unique building or be able to construct something special. So the clan the Wolf gains additional meat from killing animals. Clan the Raven can colonize with crowns, which is the game's currency instead of food. Clan of the Bear and Clan of the Boar. I think Clan of the Boar seems really powerful, but again, I'm sure there are advanced strategies set up. But let's load things up. Hopefully the game won't crash on us. But the game generates the maps, I believe, procedurally, but we'll see what happens. Of course, that's to spawn on friendly creatures, right? I'm hoping will let me pause too, so we can go over the basics. There we go. So, Northgard is built around basically the ebb and flow of winter. And yes, of course, winter is coming. It always is coming, even in March and June. But we have three key resources of food, wood, and our crowns. Stone, iron, and lore are specialty resources used to enhance our people and enhance our buildings as well. The thing about Northgard is that it is entirely based, or your entire economy is based on your villagers. Villagers will passively gather food by themselves, but can be assigned to different roles, which will basically transform them into a different class. So the first thing I want to do is build a scout. One thing I've noticed is that there are sometimes I will hit the build button and it won't automatically train a villager. Now, it's going to be constructing some basic stuff. And in order to transform them, you have to right-click on the building with a villager, and that will take them into that next class. So this guy is now a scout, and he's going to start looking around for additional resources for us to conquer. Food is very important, because when winter comes, we will not be producing as much food, and it will actually cost more. So I'm going to take her, make her into a woodcutter. Now if you look down here, you can see the number of buildings we can construct in a single territory, as well as the number of villagers we can be assigned to specific tasks. As our buildings grow, or as our happiness grows, we'll gain additional villagers, which in turn will allow us to create or get more food. But most likely you're going to be transforming most of your villagers into their additional tasks. More importantly, that's the only way you'll be able to construct a standing army. Now the cost to colonize goes up with each territory. And because this has stone, which I can use to construct or upgrade our buildings, that's going to be very important. We can also get lore. Lore, I'm going to pause the game really fast. Lore is used for upgrades, and this is a very big deal. The upgrades themselves can either unlock additional features or give us special bonuses. For instance, this one, fur coats, means that our military units can fight as effectively in the wintertime as they can the other seasons. And improve our characters here. Increase happiness, which means we'll get more people faster, and so on. Alright. So you can see on the map what each area is going to produce for us. Now we're getting more villagers. But we're going to start to take over. We will need to both raise our happiness and hopefully start getting money coming in. So what do I want to do first? Food is always going to be a primary drain on you. So typically it seems like food is the best option to go for. Because without food, your people will starve. Now we have some neutral enemies as well. So we need to get a war band going. Alright, we've taken over the territory. So I'm going to build a hunter's lounge. Sorry about that. Now I can place it anywhere within the territory, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you have to remember to tell villagers to go to the next territory to construct. As you can probably guess by now, this is a slower pace RTS. You are basically locked in terms of what you can and can't do based on the number of villagers. No villagers mean no expansion, it means no resources, and of course it means no military. Okay, so this is going to keep spawning enemies. There's the AI, I believe. Or that could just be ours, my mistake. And winter is, of course, always coming. So I'm going to place him in there, and that'll get us some additional food. We have 4 villagers, so I'm going to start moving them around here. And it's going to be important, I think, to get some healing and basic defense going. Now, our people will defend. We don't need to do anything like that. I would like to get stone as well, because it will allow us to upgrade, as you can see. But we're not really at the point yet that I think we can support that additional work. So, I can build 2 more buildings in this area. Alright. As we keep building more, our crowns will start to get used up. I think it's time for some military action. Now I have additional villagers, so I'm going to train them. Can I build a lore master? Stone. I need stone to become a lore master. Gotcha. But again, the game definitely streamlines a lot of the resource complexity of games like Age of Empires, but I think it's even slower to play, because I am forced to wait for people to come. I need to build a house, because we need to get our population. Uh-oh, we got wolves coming. Hurry up. He's still looking around. Okay, we don't have a war chief. Those are essentially our hero units. See right there. Alright, so now we will start producing more villagers. So it's time to get some warriors. But of course, by training warriors, we are losing food. There's a fun fact for you. Alright, I'm going to colonize this so I can then scale it out. Meanwhile, uh-oh, it's September. Alright. They will normally not attack our scouts, which is good. Uh-oh, get them. There we go. And I'm going to send them to scavenge. Get them. I'm sure right now you're probably thinking, how do we... Sorry about that. How do we heal our characters? Well, that requires... Where are you? Here is the Mender's Hut. I think it's also time to get some more wood going. Oh, no, not there. There we go. Oh, and again, they're not automatically building it. I think they only build it in the main territory. But I wish there was an option to turn on that they would just go. Alright, so we have mines, we have fertile land. Hurry up. Now, in order to build more military units, I need to construct the additional buildings. Up it's October. You know what that means, folks. Winter's coming. Alright, we hit our first upgrade. We can produce more wood. Make it easier for population growth. We can make our military better. Now, our faction here... Can I pause? There we go. Our faction gets additional territory, gives additional population. The Mender's Hut replaces healing, which means gets more lore. Plus 1 free knowledge. Okay, so the additional bonuses, I guess. Is that right? Boulder. So I guess they also gain specific bonuses down here for the gods. So we could go down this way. And again, the cost is going to escalate with each lore option. So it actually shows you where we get specific bonuses by the boar mark. So, well, let's go for bartering. Oh, I should actually unpause the game, right? Now we're going to get additional crowns. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's good news. Never mind. So we need a mender here. They will start healing our people one at a time and start producing lore for us as well. As you can see right there. I can't tell them who to heal. Oh, and it is now winter. Farms have reduced population, or I'm sorry, farms reduce the amount of food they give, and we use more food and wood. So, winter is here, and it is a pain. We also have a 20% debuff, or I'm sorry, 30% debuff during winter, and it goes to 40 if we're outside our own territory. So it is not wise to fight right now. Meanwhile, they're still producing. Alright. We'll make another mender here. And we need to build some taverns if we want to make them happy, or brewery. Now that should increase the speed of healing, and will also increase the lore that we're going to get in because of our special bonus. Don't know what our enemies are doing right now. Oh, I see a faction down there. There's an undead creature. So I think I will take her off of mending duty and put her on the food. Or actually, maybe I'll do it to both. It'll help stem the loss of food there. And we will advance up here I would like to go there, but I need food. Increase the number of buildings. I then extract that and then break it down. So with food, our territory has expanded, so I'll move them up here. We have plenty of villagers. Ability trading post. Well, the good news is we survived winter time. Oh, and I forgot once again. I will make one into a mender, so that way we can get some additional lore. And let's see. That's good. We will build our brewery. So we make our people happy. And again. This just seems like an unnecessary step. Oh, and of course, they're not building that. Alright, the quarry is done. I will tell her to start doing this. There's only 30 stone, so it's not like we're going to need it for a long time. But we can use that to upgrade that. Yeah, so we need to upgrade the town hall first and foremost. Nobody's happy. Uh-oh. Get him. They'll start healing him. Let's get you on food production. Now the good thing is that towers do not cost anything in terms of building space. In there, make you into a brewer. And build that. We need it. We're now at the point where we're going to start losing money. Which means I need to trade. Upgrade. Let's go for that. We should actually cancel that construction and rebuild it. Now we have the cost reduction. Tower should be almost done. Again, I forgot. Tower is done equally. Where's my warping? Do we have enough to handle these guys? It's like 3 wolves against 2 warriors. It's gonna be tight. And yes, I know you're wondering, there is no way to fast forward. And this is kind of the problem I have with it. I do like the fact that it's slower pace. But it does feel a little too slow when it comes to gearing up. Because remember, I'm going to have to do this each and every time we start a game. That's a big bear. Alright. Let's make some money. Choose which resources merchants will sell. Can't do that yet. But at least we're earning money now. So all of our resources are in the net positive. I'm going to send him back down here so he can get healed. Alright, so we could build a dock. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. I do have enough to upgrade. There we go. That should help us out. What do we want? I would need to upgrade this area. Let's see. We got food, we got gold, or... I think it's probably time to build another military. So I want to expand up here and deal with them. Whoa. I didn't realize they're giants. Our tower is certainly holding its own. It's winter time again. Get some more crowns. Do I have enough room down here? No. There's our mender. He's giving us additional war. And we're about to upgrade again. Again, I forgot about that. So let's see. Non-upgrade buildings. Oh, that's nice. Let's go for that. That's going to help out quite nicely. Why are you unhappy? Can't keep these people happy, can I? In order to stop these wolves, we need to expand into that territory. You can only expand into areas that are next to your own territory. Alright, that is now done. She's still mining down there. What do I want? Yeah. There you go. I am just afraid that I don't think we're going to see this entire play, or see this entire match in a single play. Let's see. Why aren't people happy? Boy, it's about to be winter time. We have our lore coming in. start getting healed. I better just keep them right here for now. But this is the problem I have with Northgard. It doesn't feel like I'm really making all that much progress. Essentially, I'm building more, which is costing me more in the long run. And the slowness, I think, is really going to affect its playability. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Well, that's just great. I mean, if you're looking for a slower pace RTS, I don't think you're going to find anything slower than Northgard. And it is certainly not micro intensive, because you literally can't do a lot each turn. Wait, now it's letting me transform? Uh-oh. Could repair that. Oh, good, our farm's on fire. And they're not auto-repairing it. That's great. We're losing everything very fast. Alright, didn't get back to work. They got to work and we lost food. I was wondering if it's going to be... Oh wait, they can't do it because they're only villagers. Or they're farmers. Yeah, that's just some annoying macro right there, or micro. You know what? Oh, but they're going to go and fight, they just won't help out when it comes to repairs. Good enough. There we go, well, we survived. Let's build one of these. How's our mender doing? How's a wolf set a tower on fire? And once again, it's getting annoying. All blessings. Production. Let's go for that. Alright, finally got that, and we're almost out of food, too. Can't build anything more there. I can build one more thing there. Even our brewery people aren't doing the job. And of course, without food, it means I can't colonize. If I can't colonize, it means I can't build more structures. So, I don't know. This seems a lot more frustrating than it does interesting. Because basically, I can't do anything anymore. Take her back to a villager, and now everybody's starving. And there aren't any other upgrades other than the lore. I may have to go all in on research. And here's another problem. I'm at full food capacity. How am I supposed to grow my place and get more food? I just noticed that. Because there's no food there. There's no food here. The closest one would be right there. And this is the problem with the maps being procedurally generated, and more importantly, by the fact that food is basically your pure limiter. I can't do anything. Now here's a question. If I downgrade these guys to villagers, do I get my money back? I don't think I do. I want to build along the dock here. But I want to see what this does. Thankfully, I only have one upgrade. Oh, come on. Oop. Excuse me. Alright, let's see here. We need to store food in silos and have healers. Oh, God. We're getting random events here to make life even worse. So, Northgard definitely has some interesting aspects. It reminds me of a slower or very slower paced Rise of Nations, with kind of combining turn-based strategy or that 4X strategy, but in real time. But the problem is, I think this game is a lot harder than it needs to be. And it's also a lot slower than it needs to be as well. Alright, so this is done. Increase sailors' resource production. There we go, gets more food. We need one more to start going down there. Always with winter. Do we at least have people coming? Yeah, it's so slow. Well, let's see if we can fight. Well, they're holding true. What's this? Uh-oh. Upgrading this can train. Now, how long does a raid take? Meanwhile, we're getting lore. That's probably our one good thing right now. Yeah, I don't know how I'm surviving the winter time because I can't produce any more food. Oh, our sailor's back. Oh, so you can build your own carved stones. That's nice. That certainly looks interesting. I have nothing to sell. Wait, don't we have a miner not doing anything? No, I bumped her down to villager. Meanwhile, he's getting us more lore. Yeah, I have no idea how we're going to survive. You only even get food by killing or being aggressive. You would think Vikings would gain bonuses for fighting. And there are random events like this right here, but you need to take the place over in order for it to count. Retreat. Yeah, we are so dead. Don't have food. And how slow is this taking? I may not survive the winter time, folks. Maybe I'll downgrade one of my menders here. Right. Oh, we are so dead. Right. I can't make any more food. Oh my god. And now we're at negative happiness. Does that mean people start leaving? They're not even earning enough food. Yeah, I hate to say it, but the idea is great for Northgard, but this just feels more frustrating than it does fair. And as you see, because of how the feedback loop works, once you start losing, there's not much you can do to stop it, and we're kind of getting screwed by the RNG or the procedural generation. But again, I like this idea again of like a macro-oriented RTS. That's why I love Rise of Nations. But this just feels too slow, and just like a turn-based strategy game, you start losing, or you can make a bad play like 20, 30 turns in, and that will screw you 80 or 90 turns down the line. And that's what we're seeing here. Once you start to fail, there's just no real way to course correct. But I'm curious, for those of you who play Northgard, especially those of you who are fans of older RTSs, what did you think of the game? But we're going to wrap things up here. So thanks for watching this first look at Northgard. If you want to see me try this on stream, please let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I would like to once again thank the developers for giving me a press key to check it out. And if you're working on a game that you would like me to look at, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Once again, this has been Northgard, a very cold RTS game, and I will see you all for our next video. Hey everybody, quick announcement for today. I know we just did a developer live stream a few days ago, but with GDC next week taking up everybody's time, apparently I can't stop doing live casting. So, this Thursday, that will be March 15th at 7 p.m. EST, I will be talking to game designer and programmer Evan Todd, who is also specializes in making custom engines for 3D games. We're going to be discussing the work he's done, as well as I get to have a chat about engine design for video games, as that's one of those areas that I'm not too familiar with. So be sure to check it out, and as always, if you miss it, it will go up in archive form in a few weeks with the VIP supporters over on patreon.com/GWBycer getting first crack at it and ad-free. So once again, this Thursday at 7 p.m. EST, we'll be chatting. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. If you'd like to suggest games for me to cover or topics to talk about, let me know in the comments below. For a collection of my writings as well as weekly podcasts on design, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the Game Wisdom Patreon, you can find us on there on patreon.com/gwbycer. $1 will get you into our private Discord channel where we talk game topics and more. $5 will get you voting privileges for any major event, including the Saturday Night Grab Bag, Patreon-funded goals, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy more videos here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel.